Howdy-toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rebels will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They try to pop a run on the draw. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody.
It's a big stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Line gets set, first down. He leaves it with his back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just going to keep it after the snap. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup. It is rare to have this kind of speed at the quarterback position. And the tough thing for a defense is even if you're right, he can make you wrong.
Same thing for an offensive coordinator, just the opposite. You might dial up the wrong play, but because of his speed, natural athletic ability, he can bail you out and go find positive yards.
Motion from the offense. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On the move. Can anyone catch him? And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Yeah, dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the lone running back. At the 20, he's got space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Off play action. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Yeah, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Third down coming up.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this third and long from the 20. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He finds his man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And that is a huge conversion on third and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play. And now...
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using the quick game. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now on second and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's now third and goal.
6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on third and goal. They'll try the run. Bring in the heat. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Using his feet. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that fourth down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the deep...
Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Will take over. First and 10.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on so we can start to build.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. He's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. It's on target and complete. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. He's right on target. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. He's got the back in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Up-tempo for the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Completes it in the middle. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Razorbacks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the defense drags him down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Opportunity to crawl within a touchdown, but the missed field goal leaves us with a 9-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got his man. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage?
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
This quarterback, part of their running game. Keeps it and gets past the chains. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And this defense knew coming into the game with this quarterback's speed, David, they were going to have to be ready for him to tuck the ball and take off running.
But it doesn't matter. You know it, but he's so fast. You don't know about the angles, and you can't tell how fast till you get in the game. And he just takes off and makes big plays with his feet.
From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
On the play. Second down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side. Made a defender miss. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Rebels want to move quickly. He's looking to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking downfield, it's McClure. Throws to the tight end. He's got him wide open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man on the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the try is no good. Could have stretched the lead out there, but guys, it's still sitting at 9. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this 2nd half.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on... And you're expecting them to punt.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own end zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Offense set on first down. They'll run the counter. He'll work his way down to the 28. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They're getting this guy lathered up and brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ole Miss 16.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's McClure. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. Quarterback checking off. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Still on his feet. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He's going to pass on second down. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Ole Miss! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Arkansas 9.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Got it! Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him working away, a nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Feeling some heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Into the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Arkansas!
Arkansas, number 89. Halted in the end zone.
They'll line up to go for 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
And his throw is incomplete. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's McClure. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's caught inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rebels! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll start this drive with a pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. He throws back to the left side. Caught at the 25. Open runway ahead. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Crosses to 40. Oh, look out, there he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they take it in for 6 more points. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the pass is intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give as they work on that clock. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Not a chance. Missed it. After the failed field goal attempt, still a 12-point game. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Dances away from the heat. Here's a throw downfield late. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays through the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking down the middle. Finds his man, and they convert. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The DBs will back off a bit. The aerial assault continues. He tries to take the top off. Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
The defense earns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. looking to throw. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. He's being a little reckless with that football. Threw the interception last time and almost threw another one here.
Golly, that's back-to-back drives. You got to have your quarterback making smart decisions. Can't turn the football over. He's got to get those cobwebs out of his head, start dialing it in.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. He's got it on the run. Jumped on top of the pile. That leaves him with a tough 4th down situation. You'd love to just chip into the lead, but at this point, a touchdown's what you're after.
And I think it just clears.
And it's picked off. Touchdown, Rebels! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way, guys. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Looking to move it through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Keep up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter.
He's going to fire deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dropping back, it's McClure. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David